We spend enormous energy debating what to eat while largely ignoring when we eat, but Mediterranean cultures have traditional meal timing patterns that may contribute to health benefits independent of food choices. The Mediterranean approach typically involves a substantial midday meal, lighter breakfast and dinner, and alignment with circadian rhythms. Recent chronobiology research suggests this temporal structure offers metabolic advantages we've overlooked in American eating patterns. The traditional Mediterranean structure places the largest, most calorie-dense meal around midday, say 1 to 2 p.m. Breakfast is modest, perhaps bread with olive oil, fruit, coffee. Dinner is lighter than American norms, vegetables, perhaps fish, not the calorie bomb we typically consume. This front-loads calories when insulin sensitivity is highest and metabolic rate is elevated, while reducing evening food intake when both decline. The research supporting this is compelling. Studies comparing identical diets with different meal timing show that consuming more calories earlier in the day improves glucose tolerance, enhances weight loss, and reduces cardiovascular risk markers compared to evening-heavy patterns. One Israeli study had participants consume the same diet but distributed as either large breakfast, medium lunch, small dinner versus the reverse. The breakfast focus group lost significantly more weight and showed better glycemic control despite identical total calories. Circadian rhythm research explains why. Your body's metabolic machinery follows daily cycles controlled by clock genes. Insulin sensitivity peaks in morning and early afternoon, declining by evening. Postprandial thermogenesis, calories burned processing food, is higher earlier in the day. Eating misaligned with these rhythms, particularly large evening meals, forces your body to process food when metabolism is slowing for sleep, promoting fat storage and impairing glucose handling. The challenge is that American work and social culture makes midday feast impractical. Most people have limited lunch breaks and social life centers on evening dining. Complete adoption of Mediterranean timing isn't realistic for most Americans, but modifications can capture some benefits. Practical adaptations include making breakfast more substantial and nutrient-dense rather than skipping it or having just coffee. If lunch must be quick, at least ensure it's more substantial than a snack. Try shifting the calorie distribution so that breakfast and lunch together comprise 60 to 70% of daily intake, with dinner being the smallest meal. Even moderate adjustment in this direction may provide metabolic benefits. Weekend practice helps establish the pattern. Saturday and Sunday allow for leisurely midday meals when work schedules don't constrain timing. This provides twice-weekly alignment with optimal timing while weekdays remain more conventional. The pacing aspect matters too. Mediterranean meals are traditionally unhurried, social events lasting 1 to 2 hours. This slower eating pace increases satiety, improves digestion, and enhances psychological satisfaction with meals. American eating, rushing through meals in 15 minutes, eating while distracted by screens, undermines satiety signaling and probably promotes overconsumption. Implementing slower eating requires environmental changes. Sitting down for meals without screens, putting utensils down between bites, conversing if eating socially, and simply being mindful of the eating process all extend meal duration naturally. Even adding 10 minutes to typical meal length makes a difference. Time-restricted eating or intermittent fasting aligns with Mediterranean timing principles. Confining eating to an 8 to 10-hour window, say 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., creates overnight fasting of 14 to 16 hours. This pattern overlaps with Mediterranean light or absent dinner traditions in some regions. The honest reality is that meal timing represents an underutilized lever for metabolic health. While food quality remains primary, temporal patterns modulate how your body processes whatever you eat. The Mediterranean approach of front-loading calories, eating slowly and socially, and aligning intake with circadian rhythms provides benefits beyond food composition alone.